Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, can you please turn your machine off? Magnets, how do they work? Just to be on the safe side. Point of sale problems. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Can you please turn your machine off? Summary: malfunctioning switch needs to be replaced. Downtime should be about 5 minutes. Asked everyone in our small branch office to shut down their computers. Most of the staff of about 12 turns off their machines, and I take care of the other machines for employees that are not there. Well, everyone except Karen. Karen is the front desk receptionist and walk-in salesperson that has an active session open to the database. Popping her off the network could lead to her losing the ad that she is working on. She is also talking on the phone. She motions that she needs 1 minute. I motion back, not wanting to disturb the phone call, and I will give her 5 minutes. Everyone is busy doing manual paperwork and talking on the phone. 5 minutes later, she is off of the phone call, but says she still needs to finish the ad. 5 more minutes, I say as she picks up the ringing phone again. 5 more minutes pass by. I know what port on the network she is plugged into. I start removing patch panel cable to everyone except her, the local server, and connection to the WAN. Then I make my way back to Karen. I need some more time, Karen whines. Karen, everyone in the office is waiting on you. So I can do my job and replace a network part. Please finish what you are working on and shut down, I say. Several employees are now nodding at me in approval as I walk to the back and go ahead and rack up the new switch. 5 minutes have passed for the third time, so I make my way back to the front. As nice as I can muster, are you done? Karen smiles. Nope, I just need a few more minutes. I reach down and unplug her computer's power. Thank you, I say as I walk away. I went straight to the network cabinet and started to work, while Karen, in a huff, walks to the site manager's office. I let her say what she will while I move the network cables over and fire up the switch. I walk past employees on my way to the manager's office saying, "You're back up. Please boot up and let me know if there are any problems." As I walk past the manager's office, he calls me inside and tells me to shut the door. Karen is slightly crying, clear overreaction. The manager asks me did I unplug her machine and why. I tell him everyone has been waiting on her to shut down so I could replace the needed equipment. She didn't after I gave her 3 opportunities, basically shutting down the entire site for 15 minutes. How much longer do you need? He asks. None, I am already done, I answer. He then takes a sigh and then says to Karen, the next time he tells you to shut down, you are to do it immediately. Not in 5 minutes, not after a phone call, and not when it is convenient for you. Right then. If this happens again, you will be fired. A slight grin claims my face as she huffs out the door. Magnets, how do they work? So we ordered a set of pretty weak magnets in the technology center, so that we could pin papers to the whiteboard. The shipping company screwed up and sent us industrial magnets with a 450 pounds pull force. Now we are all major nerds in IT, so we did the only logical thing. We played with them. Outside. The events leading to my unyielding rage are as follows. I walk into the server room, without the magnets, and tell the server guys what's up. $SG hashtag equals server guy 1, 2, 3, and server guy 4. $me yo, you gotta play with these magnets outside, they are crazy strong. $SG3 you 2 can go. Points to SG1 and SG4, leave your cell phones, and key FOBS here unless you want to replace those tomorrow. So me, SG1, and SG4, all 32-plus-year-old men, go outside and play with some crazy freaking strong magnets for an hour. On the clock. We all come back in and talk about a server issue when SG2 shows up from his extended lunch. $SG2 yo, you guys played with these yet? He walked into the server room with 2 magnets. He hands them to SG3, who looks at them for a second. $SG3 dude. SG2 grabs the magnets. $SG2 what? It's just a few magnets. He sticks them to the metal frame of a server rack. Everyone kind of just froze for a second, expecting this dramatic thing to happen. Nope. I breathed a sigh of relief and resisted the urge to make this server tech disappear. $meta was all I got out before the beeps started happening. Every drive in the storage server was blinking red. Every single one. My phone started to vibrate, and my boss is wondering why Citrix just went down. $me. We need to utilize the DR right now, this server is screwed. $hit what happened? He never got to find out, because $SG2 handed me the magnets, and the 1 foot away from my phone was enough to kill my phone. I am thoroughly pissed at this point. $SG2 look, I am so. $me leave. I cut him off. He silently walks past me and I hear from behind me. $FSG2, former server guy too, The door release won't open. $SG3 did you stick one of these magnets to it? $FSG2 yes? $SG1 you mean we're stuck in here? $me no. He is stuck in here with us. SG3 quickly grabbed the bypass key and manually unlocked the door. The door uses a magnetic release like those used in hospitals. Hit one palm-sized button on the wall, and it opens up. If you are wondering, a 450 pounds pull-weight magnet can, and will F up this mechanism. SG3 and me had our cell phones permanently ruined because of this, and were forced to upgrade. Bye-bye V20 and its replaceable battery. You shall be missed. The DR was activated and all 20 drives in that server had to be sent to a data recovery center in the vain hope that maybe, just maybe, all of the drives could be salvaged. Thankfully for us, the server that got wrecked was also the server that just so happened to have the video footage of all the IT people playing with magnets. $SG2 was never heard from again. Just to be on the safe side. Back when RAM was much more expensive than it is now, an application administrator was dealing with a performance issue. After investigation, he concluded that the problem was a memory shortage on the VM hosting it. He estimated what the application would need, adding a little bit on the top to be on the safe side. He then talked to the team lead, saying we need this much extra RAM. The TL then talked to the project manager and asked for extra RAM, adding a little bit to the application admin's figure just to be on the safe side. The PM then talked to the OS support guy, me, and asked for extra RAM, adding a little bit to the TL's figure just to be on the safe side. I added some RAM to the VM with a bit extra over the PM's figure, just to be on the safe side. A while later, the application admin and I were comparing notes and discovered that what he'd been given was way more than he'd asked for and realized every step in the chain had added a bit extra. I'm a bit fuzzy on the details now, it's been a while. But I think the numbers were something like, application needed 6 GB, VM got 11 GB. Point of sale problems. Got a call one morning from a store manager complaining that the store was supposed to open in about 5 minutes, and none of the registers would open. I asked that he go to the computer room and tell me what lights he sees on the computer racks that contain the computers, networking equipment, and UPSs. He tells me that there aren't any lights. Even the room was dark. Suggested that he turn the room lights on and then verify that the computer racks are plugged in as well as their dedicated circuit breakers are on. The breakers are on but the racks are unplugged. There is an industrial coffee maker plugged into the computer outlets. The stockers that come in at midnight would unplug the computers and then plug in the coffee machine, don't need the computers to stock shelves or clean floors. Then unplug the coffee machine and plug the computer racks back in when they leave. That morning, they forgot. Had the store manager unplug the coffee machine and plug the racks back in. In about a minute the network equipment started coming up, and about a minute or two later the computers started. That enabled the registers to open, and they could service the patrons. Told the store manager to get an electrician out there to put in another circuit, not on the backup generator, just for the coffee machine. No more problems. There have been some interesting questions posted below. I will try to answer some of them here. This was in the days before electronic shelf tags, so the night stalkers had to have access to the room to print and get shelf tags. The store manager did not get the electrician out there, but I did generate the work order to have it done. So no more midnight outages. The electrician also moved the coffee maker out into the hall, so it was not next to the computer and network equipment.